Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're already a subscriber. It's a beautiful sunny day today. I have 15 to 20 minutes and I wanted to film a little update. There's something new in my tarot deck collection, something I'm excited about, and I'll tell you why in a couple. And maybe share a couple of small updates about what I'm doing, what I'm enjoying. We'll see how it goes. This is not scripted. None of my videos are. They are unfiltered. There is no editing. It's just me, like sitting down, having a cup of coffee or tea with you and chatting about what grabbed my attention recently. So here we are, and let's get to it. First of all, most of my videos on this channel are related to my creative journaling, memory keeping, stationery, creative projects. But for the last 2 years, I introduced tarot in my creative practice and in my, let's say, spiritual practice. Something I use for self-reflection and something I use for my heart and soul. Something that has enriched my journaling practice and the relationship I have with myself and with others. It's connected. Who would have known? Well, it's such a huge part of my life and it's such a huge field of interest. I do not feel it's possible to separate this part from the journaling, from the creative part, because one fuels another and it's connected. I don't know if it has sense. If it makes sense to you, it does to me. The practices are intertwined and water, fire, it's all mixing and it all lives together in me. So no, I will not be creating a separate channel for tarot stuff and keep a channel for creative and stationery and journaling stuff. It is what it is. You're getting the whole deal. If something grabs my attention and if something brings me joy, this is the channel and this is the medium, I will share it. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because in the future there might be more content related to not just tarot but overall some other stuff from my field of interest, and things might shift or things might get mixed in with the journaling part, with the creativity part. And all I know at this moment, I will share only the things that make me happy, okay, that I feel enrich my life, whatever that may be. If you're interested in seeing that and hearing about that, welcome and stick around. If you have one specific sphere of interest from the things I share, that's perfect. And I will make sure to title and describe my videos so you know if it's something you're gonna watch or not. Okay, so I feel lighter saying that already. Okay, we are here today. We have gathered here today. No, I'm kidding. I wanted to talk about 2 tarot decks, oldie, newbie. I wanted to compare them and maybe talk about a little bit about a book I'm reading and things I'm doing with my Thoth Tarot. That's right here. This is not new, but I wanted to mention a couple of things. Let's start with this. Okay, the Light Seers Tarot. If you search the internet or YouTube or anywhere, this is not new. This has been out for a while. People have a lot of opinions about it, but this is the first tarot deck I fell in love with, head over heels. This is the first tarot deck that I ever encountered that resonated with me, that I could actually feel I can understand what's going on. Because I don't know, I think it just came to me like 2 years ago maybe, at the right place, at the right time, at the right moment, and the guidebook is not overwhelming. I edged it so it's not this color. But the guidebook is not overwhelming. It's positive, borderline with maybe too positive. I don't know. It has a positive twist on things. There is, of course, the shadowy part in the interpretations, but now I feel, I still love it, but I feel I want to sink my teeth into something, I don't want to say deeper, but because I don't think this is shallow by any means, but I wanted more. I became hungry. This made me hungry. This was enough to make me hungry, like an appetizer, and I wanted more. So the Light Seers Tarot are a forever treasured deck in my collection, and I love, love, love looking at the images. But I have a pet peeve. It was the first deck I fell in love with, and did some stuff with. And I feel I'm not reaching for it anymore because I feel I needed a fresh take. But at the same time, I really, really love the style of it and the colors, the illustrations, the overall vibrancy. When you fan out the cards, look at those colors. It's amazing. And I love the cheer it brings. Even in the cards that are not so cheerful, there is both mixed. The light, the dark. It's just something that really resonated with me at a certain time, and I still like the vibe of the deck. But I'm not using it because I feel I'm done. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like I'm done. I'm not reaching for the guidebook as much. I'm not reaching for the deck. And the pet peeve I mentioned is the freaking cardstock, which is like cardboard. It's thick. This deck is edged again by me. I did not, it was regular white, but I used a marker. And it's thick, it's heavy, it's unshuffleable. I mean, you can shuffle it, of course, but riffle shuffling is almost impossible, and I really don't like the cardboardy feel. These are like art cards. I would use them as tip-ins or art cards in my journal. That would be fun. But they don't feel like cardstock I enjoy to me, and I don't know, is this shallow or superficial, but the tactile experience is really important to me. Shuffling the cards is a part of the meditation I have before using the tarot for myself, and that's just the way it is. Okay, I use the Light Seers in this wooden box, not use, keep, and they are always at my desk. And I never intend to part with them for sentimental reasons. And because I have realized I'm not using them anymore, I wanted to find something with a similar vibe, like Light Seers 2.0. I don't know. And a couple of weeks ago, I stumbled upon a deck called Superlunaris. And this is actually the Spark edition, because this one is the more affordable deck, and okay, it's going. The more affordable deck because it comes in a pretty standard tug box, and the cardstock is linen, which I'm very excited about. And the guidebook is, that's not a guidebook, that's just like a pamphlet. Which, when I see pamphlets like that, I'm not really interested in reading them at all, but okay, it's handy if that's all you need or you have at the moment. It will come in handy and make you hungry for more, for the real stuff. But yeah, because it's a tag box, because the deck is not edged or gilded, and because it's linen or a bit thinner cardstock, The deck is more affordable than their regular version, which is also available. Then it's like rose gold gilded, beautiful magnetic box. I mean, it's amazing, but I wanted linen cardstock, and I was actually really happy that they made that version. So that's why the Spark Edition. The tuck box I won't be using. I actually have a plan to use a pouch, but I never made a comparison video, and I thought I never will, but this is a good place to compare because we have two decks that I plan to have this one replace this one. Okay, so first let's compare the size. How do the pros do it? They compare, it's actually the same size, 12 by 7, I think the Light Seers are centimeters, I'm not sure, but it's the same size as the Light Seer. That's a comfortable card size, if you ask me. The thickness, this one feels a bit thinner, but not flimsy thinner. So as you can see, this one has like an elastic, and it does the whatever bounce back, but this one is like springs right back and feels papery, cardboardy. The thickness, I actually thought this would be thinner, but it's not really thinner. It's linen cardstock. The linen cardstock I am used to seeing is the thin, even thinner one. But there is a difference, and the difference is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. That's decent. That's this decent, and these are first impressions, by the way. I opened the box to check if the cards are there, but I did not shuffle these. I did not flip through these. I do not have any opinion about this deck except what I feel in the texture of the card or get from the colors. So this is not a review, this is first impressions. And for now we have 1+. The size is okay because this size is fine with me. Borderless, fine with me. Not gilded, fine with me. I edge my own decks, and that's actually perfect because I get to choose my own color. And it's thinner than the Light Seers, fine, perfect. And the cards feel much better, and I can't wait to shuffle them to see. Okay. My idea was to go through the major arcana and compare it, just because I feel like looking at the pretty pictures. Actually, pretty selfish reasons. I want to enjoy comparing the major arcana. If you want to join me, feel free. I will now flip through them. I did not have the patience to put the Light Seers in order, the minor arcana. So we will not be comparing the minor arcana, but we can flip through some random cards. Yeah. Okay, let's enjoy. We are in frame and let's start comparing. So this is the full, so Light Seers, Superlunaris. I will probably not talk too much. And I'm not looking at the phone screen, I'm looking at the cards myself, but I will try to give you a look. So this for me, even though quite different, gives off the same vibe. Okay. And right from the bat, I love this magician so much more. This magician, they speak to me. They really do. This one I like. This one I love. Okay, High Priestess. As much as I love the High Priestess colors here and the overall, the whoosh and the symbols, this one, because of the pillars and they being of a certain mature age, and The code is like the universe. That's so interesting. Yeah, I really love that. The Empress. I always disliked this one because, I don't know, I've seen it before. This one, I really can't tell if this Empress is pregnant or not, but I like the bees, I like the dress, and I like the colors, the abundance. Yeah, overall, this one again wins. And I will not be saying that for the Emperor because I'm kind of attached to this Emperor. Sentimental reasons again. This one is like meh. I mean, I like what it represents. I like the idea of this depiction, but it leaves me meh. But the Hierophant, that's my card. Love this one because I love his smile. And this one I will have to sit with. I mean, I love it at first sight. When I saw it online, I was like, whoa. But it's different kind of love it. This one, I love it because it's so joyous and it brings me joy. This one, I love, but I don't know why. So I have to figure that out. Okay, the Lovers. I have to talk less. This will last too long. Okay, the Chariot. I don't feel like discussing the person in a wheelchair representing the Chariot, but I have my opinion of it. I don't feel like talking about that now, but I love the dogs, the black and white dog, instead of the Sphinx. The Strength. Love. I don't know. I really like that. I'm not very good at explaining. I'm giving you my first uncensored reactions to the card in a very limited number of words. Okay, the Hermit I have to think about. There's too much and I'm not sure if you can see all the details in the background. I have to think about this Hermit. This one I always loved. Oh, my leg fell asleep. Because I'm sitting at the floor again. I usually really love the Wheel of Fortune or the Wheel card, but these two do nothing for me. I have to go into my own associations. This is just like a starting point, and yeah, I'm not in love, even though this one has the Bull, the Lion, etc. But yeah, they don't do nothing to me. I have to say, okay, the Wheel, and then I go into my own mental images. Justice, meh, I don't know. The same thing, I have to go into my own stuff. But this one, okay, let's see. This one, I don't have my glasses. Does it have the feather? It will remain a mystery because I can't see. I wanted to see the feather and the heart. Hanged Man. They are both greenish. Interesting. Death, and this one wins. This is very interesting, but this one wins because the fertile fires of destruction and the rebirth, and yeah, interesting. Temperance. Neither. Okay, this one is fun with the thing and the sun, but I don't know. I like the Crowley and Lady Frida Harris version of art instead of Temperance. That's because it means so much more to me when I look at it that way. This archetypal representation, yeah, doesn't do it for me. Okay, the Devil, never liked really this one, even though he's kind of hot. That's so silly. But this one is very interesting. The Tower. Moving on. This star is so perfect. But this one is more traditional. And I like the mood, but this one has a color scheme that instantly makes me smile. The Light Seers Moon wins every time. This one is just traditional, and that's perfectly fine. But this one with the lady underwater is amazing. And the sun, the baby isn't naked. That's a plus for some. And I love the sunflower instead of the sun. And this one is just screaming pure joy, joy, joy. And I really like these colors. I mean, colors always win. The Judgment. Hard. Look at the face. It's difficult. Oof. Again, I really like the Eon card from Crowley's deck more, but these ones are nice. And the World, I don't know. This one is maybe too happy, and it only reminds me of the Sun card because I know it carries different symbols, but this one screams joy, and this one screams because of the vesica, the wreath, and this one maybe wins. Okay, like I said, I was lazy and I didn't feel like arranging the Light Seers, all the minors in order, because yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but we can just see a couple of cards, even though they are not the same cards, but to get a vibe. And flipping just through the majors and what I saw from the images online, I think the vibe is similar to me. You can form your own opinion, but I think I made the right choice. Oh wow, look at the Two of Cups. Okay. Now, let's just get to the fun part. I'll put the Light Seers away in their little box where they sleep. Thank you, Light Seers. Let's try to shuffle these. My favorite way of shuffling is riffle shuffling, but I'm gonna try overhand first because I feel like certain clumps, you see, certain clumps have formed, and that probably has to do something with the manufacturing process, the printing, and then being in a box. And overhand is wonderful, and the linen finish texture is really fine. I hope you can see it's fine, like little dots. It's quite different than some other linen finish decks I have, but it's pleasant. I have no idea why the tactile experience is so important to me, but it is, and the deck feels smaller than the Light Seers in my hand, even though it's the same size. And just see clumps, even though it's the same size as the Light Seers and a bit thinner. The moment of truth. Okay, that was pretty good. And that was, I'm not gonna say it, but it's a really pleasant sensation, and if you're over a certain age, you know what I mean. Okay, and I'm gonna do it again. So we can conclude that the riffle shuffle is satisfactory. Let me just... Oh, what are you doing? Pretty good. The sound is really weird, but I guess it has something to do with the air pockets that form because of the linen finish. And creators of Superlunaris, thank you for creating such a beautiful deck, and one that has such an amazing shuffling experience, provides such an amazing shuffling experience. Okay, so the most important part, will I enjoy using the deck, remains to be seen. Because now I can tell you it is a beautiful size, beautiful feel, beautiful shuffle. I am quite pleased with the cards that I have seen in this little walkthrough, and I will include it in the things I do with tarot cards, and we shall see the rest. Right now, I really want to like it. I really want to use it. We'll see. It wouldn't be the first time I fell in love with a deck and then realized it's not something I could practically use, but that's why we're here, to play, to explore. Okay, actually, this is the pouch I decided I'm gonna use for this deck, because the tug box, even though it feels quite okay, the little pull out part gets on my nerves, so I will rip it open eventually, and I don't want to destroy it. So this deck will live in this pouch, and it's actually a perfect fit. This pouch is made from a certain print-on-demand store online, and these are my watercolor illustrations that I just uploaded to the site. I chose the lining, I chose the zipper, and printed it out, and I really like it. It has this funny tiger I drew last summer, so that makes me happy. The other tiny thing I wanted to share with you, and with anyone that's maybe working or trying to work with the Thoth deck, the one that Crowley created and Lady Frida Harris illustrated. I am just finishing up this book, and it has been, and it will be, a slow read and a study. I mean, it's really a study book. It's by Milo DuQuette, and it's called Understanding Aleister Crowley's Thoth Tarot. I have nothing but praise, because I started studying the Thoth late last year, sometime around Christmas, and sometime in January I got this book. Now it's the middle of March. I'm still reading it. I'm slowly digesting it, exploring along the way, and it has a huge back section with references and keywords and notes and other explanations. But man, if you're gonna study the Thoth, I don't know, this helped me so much to understand a lot of stuff a lot better, because this guy, Milo DuQuette, he can talk to you and explain in, I don't want to say simple terms, because this is not simple. The first thing first, it's in English. English is not my first language. I'm doing okay with English, but if the material is difficult, the material in English is a notch more difficult for me to comprehend. But the writing is cohesive, it's structured, It's explained and brought nearer to the reader. It will leave you with questions, but the good kind of question. Not like, what the hell is he talking about? But I want to know more about this. I get this now, but I want to go deeper. And I just wanted to recommend this book because it has been such a joy to slow read it, to study it, to work through the cards, and to go through all the symbols and meanings, and even diving into the tree of life and a little bit of planetary and astrological correspondences. And yeah, something that has been so abstract and so far removed from me, like the Thoth deck was, now is the thing that brings me so much joy and pleasure, and I love studying it and learning all that stuff. If you are curious, if you want to try, if you want to just take a leap like our little fool, definitely check out this book. And yeah, I don't think you will regret it. It's a slow read, it's a slow study, or maybe I'm just slow, I don't know. But I was literally savoring every page, every paragraph, and yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to share. I even have a study notebook. This is the first time in my life, except school, that I have a notebook for study notes. I drew stuff, diagrams, took how do you call it? Cliff notes? Something like short notes from certain paragraphs. I have like spreadsheets inside and stuff I want to reference more often. This goes together, and yeah, I feel like I'm in school, and it's so much fun. It's so joyous, and the knowledge is so vast. But if you feel small in it, or if you feel like you're at the beginning, it's not of the frustrating beginning. It's not making you frustrated or, I want to know. It makes you joyous. I want to know more. There's so much more. So you're going deeper and deeper, and yeah, it's fun. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I said 15 minutes, now it's half an hour. Thank you for joining me. See you soon. I don't know when, but it's gonna be fun. Bye.